Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today, we're going to be taking a look at that dumbass YouTuber who decided to crash his own plane and then act like he didn't do it. I mean, come on. You can't just crash a plane in some random mountains and think that, oh yeah, people are just going to believe that I crashed it. And then when you post the video and everyone can tell nothing was properly wrong and most small aircraft pilots don't actually carry a parachute. I mean, not parachute. Yeah, no, parachute. A parachute with them or anything like that. Everything seemed really suspicious. And when you looked at the plane, nothing seemed wrong. And in the actual report, like by the police, when they went to go find the plane, it was just gone. Like no one could find it. I just thought this was a very interesting and just the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard of a YouTuber doing besides starting beef for no fucking reason. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video or you just like the sound of my voice, like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff because you know I really do appreciate it. Anyway, let's get right to the video. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at this CBS News article. There are others out there, but this is a pretty good summation from my personal observation. Because this isn't really a super big story, but it is just one of those dumb stories that you're like, how does... People should know about this, just so you can know. You can't just do any dumb thing. Like, when was the last time you heard someone intentionally crash a plane and then get called on it? When was the last time you heard someone intentionally crash a plane? Probably something bad, right? Here's the video regarding his guilty plea.
A YouTuber named Trevor Jacob faces up to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to intentionally crashing his plane and trying to obstruct a federal investigation by throwing away the wreckage. The 12-minute video shows Jacob ejecting from the plane and parachuting to the ground as it crashes into the side of a mountain. Jacob admitted he staged the wreck to make money on a wallet promotion attached to the video, which has been viewed more than 3 million times.
Wow, so he did all that for a promotional ad and just to get the clicks. What aren't people willing to do for clout nowadays? I mean, seriously, that is extremely dangerous, even if it is over... Hold on, what? Shut up. Stop talking. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just stupid to me. Even if it is over a completely isolated area, it's still extremely dangerous and stupid just for the simple risk of wildfires, random leaks of the fuel, and just leaving that wreck out there. It's just trashy. We're supposed to be better than that. We're supposed to be more responsible with our technology, right? I mean, we, the greatest apes on the planet, should be a little bit more responsible with our toys. And then we have idiots like this who just want to waste. I mean, it's not the most expensive plane in the world, not at all, but he just wants to waste an aircraft for some clicks. That's just stupid. Here's where this article begins. California prosecutors have charged a YouTuber pilot who deliberately crashed his airplane for online views and then misled investigators about the location of the wreck. Trevor Daniel Jacob, 29, pleaded guilty to 1 count of destruction and concealment with the intent to obstruct a federal investigation. Prosecutors said he faces up to 20 years in federal prison, the Justice Department said in the news release. The Federal Aviation Administration revoked Jacob's pilot license in April 2022. So I would have to assume this would be like a claim that the engine stalled or something like that. Like that's what he would have tried to get away with claiming happened. It might cover it further in the article. We'll find out. But yeah, because the only thing I could see here is that the propeller stopped working, not that the plane is complete. Like, is it on fire? No, the landing gear can't go anywhere, so that seems fine. I don't know. Nothing about this seemed like it would have been a smart idea to go about. And I'm no plane expert, so I can't really say what's wrong with this plane. All I know is that even if it was an emergency, it's like, dude, why'd you aim right for the brush? I don't know. It just seems so fucking stupid. I know in a real emergency, you don't get to pick and choose where you land or what happens. But damn, when you're gonna pull a prank like this, you should have a little bit of forethought about the dumb shit you're about to pull. There he goes. So that was the plane crash, and that was him jumping out. Moving further down into the article, an experienced pilot and skydiver, Jacob, agreed to promote a wallet in a YouTube video as part of a sponsorship deal, according to his plea agreement. On November 24, 2021, Jacob filmed himself in his airplane taking off from Lompoc City Airport on a flight destined for Mammoth Lakes, but Jacob never intended to reach his destination. Instead, he planned to film himself ejecting mid-flight while his plane crashed. He admitted in the plea agreement. 35 minutes after taking off, as he was flying above the Los Padres National Forest near Santa Maria, Jacob filmed himself jumping from the airplane and parachuting to the ground. After parachuting to the ground, Jacob hiked to the location of the wreck and recovered data containing the video recordings on his flight and the crash of the plane, his plea agreement stated. 2 days later, Jacob informed the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, about the plane crash. The agency immediately launched an investigation and told Jacob that he was responsible for preserving the wreckage so the agency could examine it. Jacob agreed to determine the crash location and provide both the coordinates of the downed plane and the videos of the crash to NTSB investigators. 3 days later, the FAA launched its own investigation into the crash. During the investigation, Jacob lied about his knowledge of the plane's wreckage location and instead carried out an elaborate plan to hide the wreckage. On December 10, 2021, Jacob and a friend flew to the site of the crash in a helicopter and transported the wreckage to a ranch where he loaded it into a trailer attached to a pickup truck. Jacob then drove the wreckage to Lompoc City Airport and unloaded it in a hangar. He proceeded to cut up and destroy the wreckage, and then, over a few days, he deposited its parts into trash bins at the airport. Jacob admitted he did all this to hinder the federal investigation into the plane crash, according to the plea agreement. On December 23, 2021, Jacob uploaded a video to YouTube depicting the plane crash titled, "I Crashed My Airplane," the one we just watched. The video included a promotion for a wallet, and Jacob admitted to his plea agreement that he posted the video to make money. Jacob further admitted he lied to federal investigators when he submitted an aircraft accident incident report that falsely indicated that the aircraft experienced a full loss of power approximately 35 minutes after takeoff. Yeah, so as I said when we were watching the video, it seemed like his only real claim would have been to say, oh, it stalled out or we lost power or something like that. And obviously, they could smell BS a mile away. Here, I believe we're at the end of it. Jacob also lied to the FAA aviation safety inspector when he said the airplane's engine had quit, and because he could not identify any safe landing options, he had parachuted out of the plane. Yeah, and that's the current end of this article. I'm not exactly sure what is going to come about from this other than criminal prosecution type proceedings, because obviously he made the agreement. He admitted that, yeah, I did all this on purpose and just to make some money. So I don't know exactly what his punishment will be, but I am glad that the truth came to light on this one because, you know, wildfires are serious and a lot of people have lost their lives or their homes, their cars, their, you know, the support structure that they've built up over their entire careers or whatever may have you. And yeah, many of them had a lot of money because, you know, it's up in like the hills and shit of California, like Hollywood. But then there's those lower areas where it's like they're just normal people. And even for the rich ones, no one deserves to be caught in a fire like that. Fire is a nightmare for a lot of people, and I can understand why. It's all consuming. So to risk even just that, not even to crash a plane and lie to investigators, but just to risk such a potential for wildfires, that alone is enough to condemn this guy to me. But as far as the rest of it goes, this is just stupid. This is just outright stupid. You make a video that's sponsored for a wallet, and then you're going to commit a federal crime to promote that wallet. Do you ever think any company is gonna want to work with you again, dude? No, they are not. Because the times that you decide I'm gonna make a sponsored video and get a lot of views on it so I can make a butt ton of money, I'm going to commit a serious crime and go to jail for it. Or at least get criminally penalized for it. It just seems like one of the dumbest things in recent history that's had no thought given to it that a YouTuber could have done. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's someone dumber out there. And if so, let me know. Because they're so funny and yet counter to everything I understand as rational. But yeah, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it or just like the sound of my voice. I really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate you. Either way, have yourselves a good day, and I'll talk to you later.